Well, I'm back again, my YouTube friends, and I hope this camera's got enough memory in it to allow me to just do this next video. So that's the Hoya Archboldiana Pink, and that's the one that I took a cutting off off the mother plant, and I put this in sphagnum moss, and the roots, I couldn't believe the roots when I've just taken it out of that sphagnum moss. Well, I've actually had to leave some of the sphagnum moss on because the roots had completely engulfed it. So, but by leaving that little bit of sphagnum moss there, you know, that's my indicator that I don't have to water this too much. But there it is, you see. So I've allowed it. I don't know whether it'll send the vine from there or whether it'll send it from over here where that nodule was. And we'll just have to wait and see. But that can go up in the grow room now, still very healthy. We've just got a bit of a damaged leaf, I've just noticed that. Must have just caught that. And this is the big one. And you see, that's Keith banging upstairs. He's moving things about. He's not moving out of his room, unfortunately. And he'll say to me, "Don't you push your luck." Anyway, here we go. So this one now, I've wiped its leaves. There's its media. You see those little white spots. There's one on this one as well. Can you see there? And I'm hoping these aerial roots will go down into this media. And look at those beautiful leaves. So that's another good one. That can go up in the grow room now. And this is the Cymbidium now. In all its glory. Not quite open, some of them. But just let me show you what I've just noticed. There, can you just see? I thought, well, how's that happened? Can you just see there? On that leaf. There. But I've looked down, and it looks as though it's isolated itself. So at some point, I've got a little drop of water in that. Now this was that first bloom that actually started to show, but this is only just starting to open. This is the one that's opened. You've got to be careful because they're at all angles, and I don't want to break any off. There. And I don't know whether this sepal here will actually go back. Very unusual. What can I say? It has a funny smell. It has a smell of lilies, but not quite lilies, if you know what I mean. Really odd. So you can understand why I thought it was going to be a pink one, but it isn't actually pink. You see, there's green and there's pink, and whether it'll fade more into what colour it's going to be, I don't know. But a very, very unusual Cymbidium. It's taken a long time to open. Right, so I'm going to put that up here now. If you bear with me a minute. And then I'm going to show you this one now. This is the Phalaenopsis, and this has got a yellowing leaf, and that one there. And that's an indicator now that this is missing some calcium and some magnesium. So if we put it down here into the sink, you'll see I've got a little bit of bud blast. That one, that little tiny one there, this one might just open, that one. This one's already opened. That's just cracking open, and we might be alright with those two. There we go, see? So with this mixture now, I think I said the TDS was about 180, didn't I? With that new CalMag. So I'm just going to run some of this through, because let me just show you the roots. There's the roots, you see. So they're fairly dry now. There's still a little bit of moisture left in that pot, but because this leaf is yellowing, I think it's a good time now just to run a little bit of this feed through it, and then I'm wanting to use the rest of this feed to sit the Hoyas upstairs in it. I don't feed them very often. I'll leave that soaking in the bowl, and then I'm going to take you upstairs now. So yes, this branch you see is blasted, even that one. But there's still a chance. There's still a chance if this orchid can get enough nutrient now. You see, it's forfeited these. Well, also, that one's cracking open. Also, I mean, it's adjusting to my environment, and but there's every chance that they could extend. So far, so good. Now I'm going to go upstairs now. I'm inclined to forget this little area in the dining room, and I shouldn't do really, because there are a lot of orchids here, although there are some succulents. And this is the Berryoda. This is I had from Keith, and so I've called this Berryoda Ruth, and it's coming along nicely. And that's one of the new Masdevallias, Coriaceae, or Coriacea, doing very nicely. I've had to tie this one up, it was just flopping over a bit. These are some of the Kingianums, and on the top shelf looks as though that's had a lot of light. That one, of course, there is Masdevallia pixis, and that's the Dendrobium nobile, and I've called that Sheila. That's the one that started to drop those leaves, so it may drop them all. I'm not too sure. That's my Pleurothallus. See, it's only 58 here, but that's my Mediocalcar on that little mount, and there's the other Pleurothallus. So other things are just ticking along, tickety-boo. That's one of the Thanksgiving or autumn cactus, and that's a cutting off the mother plant, so quite nice now, it's cleared up. And back over here, you'll hear Keith upstairs, he's sorting things out. And I take you to here, this is the big Dendrobium delicatum. Right, so let's go upstairs. Here we are in the grow room. It's a bit tropical in here, 23.9, 66% humidity. I won't turn this big oscillating fan off. I shall have to be careful because I usually move that out of the room. Anyway, there's that nice big Vanda. That's going to be opening its buds soon. And these will get dunked in the bucket. I've got a bucket. See some of these green tips. There's some at the back okay. Some of them close up a bit. And there you've got that one, you see. That just catches the afternoon sun there. That's Phalaenopsis Howardian Princess. Oh, that one got fed and watered yesterday. There we go. And this is the Phalaenopsis Cornocervi Chatterley. I think it's doing a lot better on there. And of course that's the Masdevallia. And there is another one. So what else have we got to show you? Not a lot. Watered most of the things yesterday, watered and fed them. And this of course is the Scaphoglottis. And this one here, this is the Phalaenopsis tetraspis, not purple. This is just the ordinary, but look, it's double branching there, which I'm thrilled about. And of course that's Hoya canosa tricolour, and that just sits in the window here. And it might be a bit bright now. And this is, what's it? Oh, this is the Cymbidium japonica. This is loving it. And this is my, here we go, Laelia. Now which is this one? Oh, Rubson's. Doing very nicely. I've lost a couple of old leaves, but I'm not worrying too much about that. That just sits up there. Oh, I was going to show you this. I'll come down here first. Right, this is Dendrobium famosen. Eventually it'll drop these 3 dying back leaves, but we're not worried. That's Laelia purpurata, you've seen that before. Oh, this is Laelia walkerana var cerulean, and you know how I had those sticky out roots? I thought, well, I'm going to bring them in. And I just got a little bit of Floris glue and just gently manoeuvred them so that I don't catch them as easily. And I think that's going to be fine. And this is how the sun comes on this on this south-facing area. Oh, this got fed and watered yesterday. And that's Cattleya labiata var cerulean. So did this big one. This is Brassocatleya Pink Diamond. I think it was this one I picked up this morning just to move out of the way while I was doing something. And this has got roots coming out of the bottom. So there you see how they catch the sun. And that little one there, here you don't see very often, that's Cattleya fabaceae. But see how it catches the sun. And that's the big one. And this is Cattleya Dusky Maid by RLC Bruce Randall. And doing very well. So what have I done now? Oh, I've brought this one up here. This is the Catasetum pileatum. And let me just show you. And it's sending out, that's one root, and it's sending out another root. So it is, Michael McCarthy was right. Michael's always right. Love him to bits. And so that'll be quite a few weeks now before it gets watered. And what have we got here? This is the big Dendrobium. Let's have a look. This has got the funny name, hasn't it? Dendrobium something Byron Camel. Dawn Marie Byron Camel. Sorry about that, probably you couldn't see then. And There's that Barker area. Oh, see, you have to be careful. See, that was right in my vision then. So I just have to pull that back a little bit. See, that's one of the Hoyas. You see, this is Hoya pubicalis black dragon. This one's going absolutely crackers. Now I'm right under that fan, I do apologise. But if I just go a little bit higher, can you see that basket there? Well, it's plastic, isn't it? And I've got a bit of wire hanging out there because it's actually got its own tray. And if I look at it this way, oh, won't let me go in. I've put a splint on it with a Q-tip, and I wanted something that's deep enough but strong enough, and it's just here, and that metal clip, it's like a shepherd's hook, and I've just brought it outside like that, and until such time that it's got enough roots to sustain itself inside that pot. And these are all, of course, the mendacious types, and I'm waiting to water them. And I don't know what that is coming out there. And there, something there. There we go. Maybe, oh. There we go. And this is the big Cattleya Pastoral Innocence. So, and this, of course, there's the other Phalaenopsis that's branching for me. And I think everything else. See this one here. Do you remember this one? Well, that's its last bloom, but I've got these buds developing, so I'm really thrilled about that. And I think everything else is fine. Is anything happening? Let me just go down here. This is the big Rinco Stylist Gigantica Peach. And see, that was watered and fed yesterday. So were these. And this is the Cattleya Pamela Hetherington. This actually flowered for me last year. So one of the lessons I've really learned this year is that once you get your orchids settled, is you don't move them. I try and keep them in the same place now. Even bringing the Phalaenopsis up to very early on so that the buds will be able to open. And of course, that's the Phalaenopsis Tetraspis purple. That was fed and watered the other day. This is Phalaenopsis Yang Yang Geigen Cherry. I do believe, you know, that these are growing. And that's Phalaenopsis Violacea Indigo Blue. Oh, that's one of the little flowers that's come on. And that's the Phaius Tankenvillia. These are all the frags here. Just get up. And that's that one that's been in bloom for absolute months. Actually, this Holcoglossum, look, it's extending that root. And started to cough now. So let's just manoeuvre here. And then, sorry, sometimes when you come from one room to another, that's just a dime back leaf there. That'll be off in a couple of days, as will that one. And up there is that big Phalaenopsis hybrid, doing very well. That's the big Dendrobium gracilicoli. That's the Dendrobium Flickentile, Cinnamon Flickingiaria, and that's the Dendrobium Latulifolium with its new growth. There we go. Oh, that big Phalaenopsis there, that's coming along nice now. That's Phalaenopsis limelight. And here we go. So these are all the frags, all the mounted ones. These are some of the mounted ones. Now, these particular ones didn't get watered yesterday. So I will be coming up and doing these. The top part here, there's another Phalaenopsis. These all got watered, but I think I run out of steam, and sometimes that happens. You just get to the stage at the end of the day and you just think to yourself, oh, I can't do any more. Now, I don't know if I've shown you Chi Yinlin. And this is mounted with a bit of sphagnum moss, and it's got a little reservoir of water there, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed because this is how I grew that Hoya. So if I can grow the Hoya, perhaps I can grow this Chi Yinlin. Who knows? Who knows? This is the other section of the let me just show you. Ooh, go back. The big monsters, I call it, and Tiang Mu, and there's an eye there. Now this one is in a different pot that I've just bought, and it's got a really deep what do they call it, where it goes up inside. And you'll notice down there, I've just wired it in, and it's that deep that the wire just comes through and doesn't actually touch the bottom here. So I've got a residue of water down there just to give this humidity. There we go. And this one's just planted in lava rock, growstone and hydrogen balls. And I've just got those 4 stones there just to give it a little bit of stability. But that is the eye that I'm going to be looking for. And that's the Dendrobium hildepoxen. What's that there? Something there. This is the new leaf developing on the Coelogene burfordiense. Now, this is a monster, look at it. A real big monster, but it's so healthy. And this is the Dendrobium crumamentum. And these are all the little masdevallias. Oh, that isn't, that's a Pathiopedilum. Rothschildianum giant wings. These want the leaves cleaning. Look at the dust. That one's just dying back. New growth there. That's little Astellas. That's the Coelogene. That's got no name, it's species 1. I've killed that many times. I've had it since about 2016. And I think now I might just have got it in the right potting media and just in the right place. Because this is how the sun's coming through. Can you see how it's filtered and coming through? And this is the Dendrobium adae with that new growth. And that's the other Pathiopedilum there, in that corner. And that's my Sergio Aria Yucasuku story. And that's my Vanda falcata Shootano. we just climb up here, that of course is the Dendrobium Chrysotoxum. That catches the sun there. And it's really warm. That of course is the pendulum. And that one is just dropping its leaves. Ooh, we've only got 2 or 3 left now. But, I just wanted to finish off by bringing it upstairs. And this one is the Alaceria Samurai. Look how big this is growing. And actually, if you move a little bit of the bark back, you can see the roots developing now. See how the sun catches this Staphylococcus. Sometimes you just get your orchids in the right place and they absolutely love it. And that's what I like to do. That's why I get mine that otherwise, because I need to have them in the right place. That is behind there, the big Orchids falcata. Now that's due to be watered. And this one here is the Miltassia Royal Robe. And I brought the Laelia autumnalis here because I had it in the window and I think it's too light and it's bright. 2 of the leaves are browning, but never mind. And this is of course my Angraecum sesquipedale. So, and these are some of the Hoyas, all potted up in my medium, doing very well. And there we go. Those are the Phalaenopsis, and I shall be bringing that Hoya Archboldiana pink up here. Found a little area for it, and see, that's one that I did as a cutting, and look how that's grown. So these will be going in the bathroom. I take them in the bathroom and then I water them, and then they go straight back in the pots. But it must be at least a fortnight since I've done it. So that's going to be it this week, folks. Nothing other than this. No new flowers developing. Just everything's coming along tickety-boo. So I think we'll finish over here, and thank you for joining me. Thank you to all my new subscribers. It's very much appreciated. And I don't always answer at the weekend comments because of course we're always so busy. So I do apologise if you've left a message and I've only put a heart to say that, you know, thank you. I don't always get the chance to leave a message at the weekend. There we go, folks. 2 long videos today. So from me to you, take care. Bye-bye now.